Good morning guys, welcome to a brand new video. My name is Cohnan and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Okay, so you're probably wondering what I'm doing up at 5:30 a.m. in this freezing cold weather. That's a good question. Alright, so anyway, about today's video. So I asked my followers on Instagram to ask me a question. So it could be anything from school to soccer to working out to literally anything in my life. So I got a few pretty good questions and I'm going to answer them in today's video. So I'm going to start by answering just a few basic questions, and then as the video goes on, I'm going to answer more interesting questions. Alright guys, so question number one. Who's your favorite porn star? Excuse me?
Yeah.
Well, that didn't go well. Don't ask strangers who their favorite porn star is. Who's your favorite porn star?
Emma Hicks. She's good, eh?
Yeah.
I guess you just don't watch this enough.
I guess not. Alright, so second question. What position do I play in soccer? I play as a midfield, preferably as like a number 6 or number 8, but yeah, as a midfield. Alright guys, so I'm just about to head to class, and now before I do, I'm just going to answer a couple more questions. So here I have, how's college? College is good. I'm in my second year right now, and another question is, what are you studying and what are your career goals? So I'm currently majoring in economics and I'm minoring in business studies. So I'm in an arts program, and I don't really have any like specific plans in terms of my career goals. I mean, I've always wanted to be a personal trainer and kind of just train people and like be an online coach, so I'm definitely working towards doing that. And now when it comes to like my economics major, I feel like, I mean, in today's society you don't really need a degree in anything. I mean, there's a bunch of entrepreneurs who like drop out of college, drop out of high school even, and they're super successful. So just because you have a degree in something doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be successful, but I do think that it's a good kind of backup thing to have just in case your dream job fails for some reason. So I do think it's important to have a degree in something, because you never know what's going to happen, and worst case scenario I might work at a business place or whatever. But yeah, let's go to class. I hope that made sense. I think so.
And hopefully the people who get this wrong aren't here today.
Do I make my own food? Yes I do. I mean, clearly if you watch any of my videos, you'd know that I make every single one of my meals, mainly because I mean I live on my own, I live in residence, so like I kind of have to. But even when I'm at home with my parents, I tend to make dinners or breakfast even for my whole family. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. I actually enjoy cooking a lot, mainly because like I actually know what I'm putting in it. Like I'm not putting any extra unnecessary added butters or fats or oils or condiments or whatever it may be. I just like knowing what's in my food and making it on my own, just so I know exactly what's in it. And I'm not gonna lie guys, I'm a pretty good cook. So yeah, I've been cooking for a super long time, probably since I was like 10, 11-ish. I just enjoy making food. So here we've just got pre-workout meal, pasta and pesto, nothing really too fancy, but I'm known for making pretty good stir fries. So I cook for literally everyone, so if you need a meal, hit me up. Alright guys, so I just finished my workout and I get this question a lot, and it's, how do I stay motivated to work out? So I'm in a garage right now. I don't know why, but I just thought I'd kind of change up the scenery because I feel it'd be kind of boring if I just answer all the questions in my room. Just kind of switching it up, you know? So here in my garage. And yeah, anyway, so how do I stay motivated to work out? Honestly, I don't really am motivated to work out most of the times. Usually I just, this is gonna sound really cheesy, but it's discipline. Like I know it's cheesy, but I'm just disciplined. Like honestly, most days I don't really feel motivated to work out like at all. It's like almost like it's just a routine. It's like going to school. It's like you don't feel motivated to go to school. You just do it. You go to school. And that's the same with me with working out. Most days I feel like working out, but some I don't. Sometimes I just don't want to do it, but I do it anyway. and that's basically how you get results. I mean, obviously when you start working out, you look up to other people because you want to either get bigger or lose weight or whatever it may be, and then after a certain amount of time, it's like, it's hard to like just rely on motivation, because honestly, if you just rely on motivation, the chances of you succeeding are very slim. So honestly, you just got to be disciplined. Just like find a drive, like just find something that, just find a goal and just stick with it. Like if you, and like this is the same with everything, if you really, and I mean desperately, want to change something or want something, then you just do it regardless of the way you feel. You shouldn't really have to feel motivated to do things. You just gotta do it because you want it, because you have a deep drive inside of you that really wants it. And that's just basically the way I feel with working out. When I don't feel motivated, I just do it, and when I do feel motivated, then I mean perfect. I mean, that's just ideal. But yeah, I'm kind of rambling on, and it's pretty cold here, as you can see. So I'm gonna go inside and eat some dinner. When did I start working out? The first time I ever touched a weight or a dumbbell was when I was 13 years old. My dad bought me these set of adjustable dumbbells. And I remember in the summer of grade 8, I used to have this computer in my room, and I'd watch, I don't know if you guys remember him, but Mike Chang from Six Pack Shortcuts. I'd literally watch him on YouTube, put it on full screen, and just follow his workouts. They'd be like 20 minutes fat torturing workouts. And it was like these high intensity full body workouts with like dumbbell presses, squats, curls, upright rows, normal rows, push-ups, planks, sit-ups, all those stuff. And so that's basically when I started. And when I was 13, wasn't really consistent with that. I mean, I was kind of on and off. And then in grade 10, when I was 15 years old, that's when I kind of got serious into it. And yeah, that's basically how it started. Okay guys, so it's currently the next day, and another question is, what are your goals for this year in terms of like bulking, cutting, gaining muscle, losing body fat, etc. So yeah, I'm currently bulking right now, and like, okay, I'm only 19 years old, and I talked about this in one of my previous videos, and I made this mistake before of thinking that I was too fat, that I should start cutting. Basically, if you're a teenager, you shouldn't really think about cutting or losing weight, because you're still growing, like you're still in your growing phase, you're still growing like physically, like your whole entire body. And if you're like, unless you're obviously obese, but if you're just normal body fat percentage, you should take advantage of your teenage years, because those are literally the years where you can gain so much freaking muscle. And so yeah, definitely take advantage of that. So if you're still in your teens, do not even think about cutting. I mean, bulk until at least you're like 20 something years old, and then you can start to cut down. Because if you think about it, if you start cutting right when you work out, it's like you can't really reveal that much, because you don't have that much muscle on you. However, if you bulk for a couple of solid years, you'll have like a solid foundation, you'll have a ton of muscle, and then once you cut down, you'll feel like you'll look 10 times better. So honestly guys, you should definitely bulk as long as you possibly can while still staying lean. So that's why I always talk about lean bulking instead of like getting all this unnecessary fat when bulking. So yeah, anyway, to answer the question, I'm gonna continue bulking throughout the summer. As hard and as tempting as it may be to start cutting, I'm just gonna keep at it. I'm gonna keep bulking until probably another year, 2 years, because I feel like I have so much more potential if I just keep doing it. Because like right now, like I'm getting stronger each week. I'm gaining like about a pound per week. I'm feeling stronger, I'm feeling good right now, and I'm just in a really good momentum right now. So I'm just gonna keep bulking, keep it up, and we'll see where it takes us. I'm not gonna start cutting until probably another 1 or 2 years. So I'm at the grocery store right now, and I'm gonna ask another question. So what is the best training split? It's probably the one that you can stick with, and I'll preferably want to hit each muscle group 2 times per week. And now that can be either push-pull legs, upper lower split, full body split, whatever honestly works for you, whatever fits into your schedule. If you can only work out 5 times a week, probably push-pull legs, upper lower split. If you only can work out 3 times per week, full body, full body, full body. And so yeah, just as long as you hit each muscle group 2 times per week, then you should be good. And now if you're a complete beginner, you can probably get away with training each muscle group once per week. However, once you get more advanced, you gotta add more volume and you gotta increase your frequency. So instead of maybe hitting each muscle group once per week, hitting them twice per week will definitely be better. And maybe even 3 times per week if you're super advanced. But 2 times per week is probably a good rule of thumb to keep in mind. And on that note, what is my current training split? I'm just following a push-pull legs, and resting on Sundays. So basically on push days, chest, shoulders, triceps, pull days, back, biceps, and then legs. So yeah, that's my training split, 6 times per week. It's what fits into my schedule, it's what I enjoy, it's high frequency. And yeah, that's just my personal preference. You don't have to do that. There's no perfect workout split. There's no perfect workout split that'll make you gain the most muscle. There just isn't. There's whatever you can stick with, whatever you actually enjoy doing, and yeah, whatever you just like doing. How has my working out or my transformation impacted my soccer? So you don't really need to be big to play soccer. It's more like skill and speed and agility. It's not really as much strength, although having some solid base is important, especially if you play as a midfield or as a striker where you need to protect the ball and hold the ball off other people. But yeah, to be honest, I haven't really seen or felt that big of a difference. I mean, I feel exactly the same. And the thing with this is that I'm not really training specifically for soccer. I mean, I'm training for, like, I guess it's called bodybuilding, but yeah, if you specifically want to train for soccer, then you should probably focus more on like agility work, plyometrics, jumping, sprinting, all that kind of stuff, and like make it really sport specific rather than doing like bicep curls, because doing bicep curls is not going to help you on the field, obviously. And now, one thing to keep in mind as well is that my genetics, and naturally I have slow twitch muscle fibers, which means that I'm not really born to be a sprinter. Like I'm not a fast runner at all. I could run a marathon, I could go on long distance runs. However, when it comes to sprinting, I mean, I can sprint, but I'm not the fastest sprinter. So yeah, there's two kinds of people: fast twitch muscle fibers and slow twitch muscle fibers. I have slow twitch muscle fibers, which basically means that I'm not meant to be a sprinter. I have a skinny body type, and so I can literally run all day long, but I'm not the fastest sprinter. However, the fast twitch muscle fiber people can sprint super fast. They have great genetics for building muscle as well. So yeah, if you have fast twitch muscle fibers, you're kind of genetically blessed, and I'm not one of those people, which is kind of sad. Yeah, that's just one of the things you have to accept. I mean, obviously you can work on them, of course you can, but at the end of the day, genetics are going to play a huge role in achieving your goals. So yeah, just keep that in mind. And so to answer the question, nothing has really changed. My stamina is still as it was before. Just because I gained weight doesn't mean that I got slower. I mean, like, just look at Ronaldo, for example. Like, he used to be a skinny twig, he gained a lot of muscle, and he just became a beast. So yeah, you shouldn't really be scared to gain weight if you play soccer, especially if you are one of those skinny people. I mean, it's not going to slow you down unless you don't work on your speed. You got to work on your speed, obviously, but yeah, that's basically it. Okay, so one thing I learned about myself in today's video is that I'm a super slow question answerer. Like, I probably got around to answering 5 questions out of like the 50 questions I got, so yeah, I feel extremely stupid, but so basically what I'm gonna do now is I have a bunch of questions in front of me right now, and I'm just gonna do some quick fire questions. I'm not gonna elaborate on any of them, just quick yes or no answers. Do you play COD? No, I don't anymore. I used to play zombies a lot back in like grade 8, grade 9, but those days are over, unfortunately. But let's see, where do you see yourself in 5 years from now? I honestly do not know. I mean, I feel like that's a lot more exciting as well. Like, if you don't know where you'll be in 5 years, I mean, it may sound like you're unorganized, but in my opinion, I think it's kind of exciting because life is an adventure, and I really don't know. Hopefully, if I love doing what I'm doing in 5 years from now, I'll be extremely happy. Best, worst muscle groups in terms of the speed they grow. So for me personally, my back is probably my best muscle group. Just my muscle connection with my back is really, really good. My legs, I mean, they're getting stronger, but they're not that muscly. So probably my legs and my arms. Legs and my arms for sure. Okay, what's the best way to gain followers? Why do you even ask me that question? Like, what's... I'm not qualified to answer this question. I have like 5,000 followers on Instagram, and I guess a couple tips I have for you guys is to like find a niche that you enjoy. Like for me, it's fitness, so I post fitness stuff. I make sure I post frequently. I try and post once a day. I post on my stories. I engage with other followers, and I talk to different people, like make connections. And yeah, that's basically what I do. What do you prefer, economics or fitness? I prefer fitness, as you guys would know. Why do you put mustard on your oatmeal? I don't put mustard, it's actually peanut butter, but it looks like mustard. I don't know why you guys think it's mustard, but it's freaking peanut butter. Have you ever done a contest prep before? No, I have never done that, although I do really want to try it because I see all these YouTubers do it and it's super motivational and I feel like it'd be a really good experience. What are some of your favorite songs at the moment? I listen to a lot of, I don't even know, just whatever is on the radio or whatever's new. I mean, I've been listening to Justin Bieber's new album, which I think is pretty good, but I listen to a lot of rap like Drake, all those other guys, whatever. Is what you're doing now what you always wanted to do growing up? I don't even know what I'm studying right now, and growing up I never really wanted to be a university student. I don't know, like I love fitness and I love this YouTube and I love just documenting and providing value. Like I love doing that, and hopefully one day that can be my job, but I mean, we'll see where it takes us. But I do enjoy YouTubing right now, if that's the question. Do you like dancing when you're alone? I do actually. I dance a lot, but I'm not a good dancer at all, so I can't even show you guys. I'm sorry. But I do like dancing a lot. What do you think will be the hardest thing for you to give up? Oh, that's a good question. Probably can't think of anything else, and it's probably my health. My health is the most important. YouTube or Instagram? Okay, my opinion, YouTube all day long. I don't really like Instagram. The whole algorithm is messed up. It's super hard for you to get on the explore page. You just need to have a nice quality and you'll get millions of followers. Like that's literally it. It's just like visuals. Whereas YouTube is more like your personality, like the content, the value you provide to others. And that's why you'll see a lot of people with like millions of followers on Instagram have like thousands of subscribers on YouTube, because Instagram is a lot easier to gain followers than it is on YouTube. So YouTube all day long. What's your life's biggest achievement so far? Ooh, I don't know. I mean, probably getting a scholarship to play soccer. I mean, that's been pretty big for me. Like getting to play soccer and studying. I mean, it's pretty nice, to be honest. When was the last time you tried something new? I try and do something new every single day, although that probably doesn't happen, but I feel like you should try and experience new things every single day. When you think of the future, does it scare you or does it excite you? It definitely excites me because I have no idea what's gonna happen, and that's the exciting part, because life is an adventure. It should always excite you. You shouldn't feel scared of the future. You should always be excited, look ahead. And yeah, that's it. And lastly, the last question of today. What are 3 things you cannot live without? And now, if I do have, like, let's say my health, my family, and food and water available to me, 3 things I can't live without is probably, you guys already know, the gym. I like going to the gym, as you probably know. I'm a pretty simple guy. I don't know, man. Like, I actually don't know. The gym, what else do I do? Health, love, food, water. That's it. I'm gonna end the video right here. So I know it's been a super long video and I do apologize if I couldn't answer your question, but I do want to thank every single one of you for actually asking me a question, because I just think it's pretty freaking cool that you guys actually took some time out of your day to just ask me a question and get to know me better. I really appreciate every single one of you guys, like deeply. I do. Thank you to every single one of you, and I feel like this is a really good video. I kind of got to express myself, kind of talk about what I'm doing, who I am, what my goals are, etc., etc. And if you have any further questions, just ask me, DM me, anywhere you want, and I'll definitely get back to you. So with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel if you're new, like this video if you liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.